Welcome to Animal Tears, where science meets emotion. Join us as we explore the surprising science behind animal tears. From stress to grief, you won't believe what we found. When you hear a dog whimpering or see a cat with a tear rolling down its cheek, you might assume they're feeling sad or scared. But did you know that these tears could be trying to tell us more than we realize? In fact, animal tears are a lot more complex than they seem. From the tiniest insect to the largest mammal, almost all living land vertebrates produce tears. But until recently, we knew very little about them. Most of what we think we knew came from observing domestic animals like dogs and cats, which led to some pretty big misconceptions. And when it comes to animals in the wild, well, let's just say things get even more complicated. So if you've ever wondered what's really going on when your pet sheds a tear, keep watching. This is Animal Tears. First, let's take a closer look at the structure of tears themselves. Turns out there's more to those glistening droplets than meets the eye. Tears consist of 3 layers: an outer layer of oil, a middle watery layer, and an inner mucus layer. Together, they form a thin film over the surface of the eye, keeping it moist, protected, and ready for action. The oil part of the tear film, also called the lipid layer, prevents the water in the middle layer from evaporating too quickly. Middle watery layer, or the aqueous layer, is mostly made of water, but it's packed with important stuff like proteins, electrolytes, and antibacterial substances that help keep the eye clean and healthy. Finally, the inner mucus layer, also known as the mucin layer, acts like a lubricant, helping tears spread evenly over the eye and wash away any debris. But that's not all. The chemical composition of tears can tell us a lot about an animal's overall health. For example, studies have found that tears can contain stress indicators like the hormone cortisol, which is released when an animal is under emotional or physical stress. By analyzing the levels of certain hormones and other substances in the tears of captive animals, researchers can gain insight into their stress levels and overall well-being. Interestingly, animals blink to spread tears over their eyes, but they don't all do it the same way. Humans blink by lowering our upper eyelids, but ducks blink by raising their lower lids. Meanwhile, chickens and alligators blink by doing both at the same time. But regardless of the mechanism, blinking helps distribute tears evenly, ensuring optimal protection and lubrication. Even the shape of a tear can reveal clues about an animal's physiology. Take humans, for example. Our tears typically resemble the letter U, reflecting our unique eye shape. But animals with rounder eyes, like cats and dogs, produce round tears. And birds, well, they form a W shape due to the special way they blink. Speaking of tears, have you ever noticed how salty they are? Well, it turns out that the salinity of animal tears can vary widely. For instance, crocodile tears are surprisingly fresh, almost like rain, while sheep's tears are saltier than seawater. And when it comes to pH, the level of acidity or alkalinity, animal tears tend to be slightly acidic, just like ours. But again, there are exceptions. Bird tears, for example, are often more alkaline, which may help protect them from harmful chemicals in their environment. These differences in tear composition reflect the diverse environments and lifestyles of animals and highlight the remarkable adaptations. They have evolved over millions of years. Now, let's talk about what these tears are trying to tell us. Have you ever wondered why some animals shed tears in certain situations? For example, why do elephants cry? Elephants are known for their intelligence, complex social interactions, and strong emotions. When an elephant loses a loved one, it will often touch its trunk to the ground near the deceased, lift its head and trunk in a trumpet-like gesture, then slowly release fluid from one nostril. This behavior has led some people to believe that elephants cry. However, recent observations suggest that these droplets are actually saliva mixed with dust kicked up from the ground. While this may seem disappointing, it also highlights the need for rigorous scientific investigation to understand animal behavior. After all, elephants do produce tears in response to other stressful situations, like being separated from their group or undergoing veterinary procedures. So it's possible that their unusual behavior during times of grief is something entirely different. Still, the idea that elephants cry has captured the imagination of many. Some scientists speculate that elephants may produce tears in response to certain visual stimuli, such as seeing another elephant's distress call. If true, this would be an example of empathetic crying, which has also been observed in some primates and rodents. But this hypothesis remains controversial because it's difficult to study empathy in non-human animals. Regardless, the mystery of elephant tears serves as a reminder of the complexities of the animal world and the importance of approaching it with an open mind. Another intriguing aspect of animal tears is the possibility that they play a role in communication. This idea, known as the social signaling hypothesis, suggests that tears may convey information about an animal's emotional state to others in its social group. For example, subordinate individuals may signal their submission to dominant members through submissive displays that include tear shedding. By understanding the nuances of animal communication, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the complexity of their social interactions and the factors that influence them. This knowledge can also help us develop more effective conservation strategies for endangered species and improve the welfare of animals in captivity. In the end, the social signaling hypothesis challenges our anthropocentric view of emotions and encourages us to consider the diverse ways in which animals experience and express themselves. As we continue to explore the mysteries of the animal kingdom, we may find that tears play an even more significant role in their lives than we had previously imagined. However, there's still a lot we don't know about animal tears. One of the biggest challenges in studying them is the difficulty of collecting samples, especially from wild animals. Tears are produced on demand and only last a few seconds before evaporating, making them hard to capture and analyze. Additionally, many animals blink rapidly, which can spread the tears so quickly that they disappear before researchers can collect them. Despite these challenges, scientists are making progress. New technologies, like microfluidic devices and high-speed cameras, are helping researchers collect and analyze animal tears more effectively. These tools allow for non-invasive sampling, meaning that animals don't have to be restrained or harmed in order to provide a sample. By using these advanced techniques, scientists are gaining new insights into the composition and function of animal tears. Now here's the big question: should we trust the data? After all, we know that animals experience emotions differently than humans. So how can we be sure that our interpretations are accurate? This concern, known as the anthropomorphism dilemma, arises from the tendency to project human characteristics onto animals. It's a common pitfall in the study of animal behavior and emotions, but it's particularly relevant when studying something as subjective as tears. To address this issue, researchers are taking a more objective approach. Instead of relying on subjective interpretations of animal behavior, they're focusing on quantifiable measures like hormone levels and brain activity. By using these objective measures, they're building a stronger case for the role of tears in animal communication and behavior. As we learn more about animal tears, we need to carefully consider their findings and ensure that our interpretations are grounded in scientific evidence rather than anthropomorphic assumptions. The study of animal tears is not only deepening our understanding of the natural world, but also advancing our knowledge of animal health and well-being. For example, analyzing the chemical composition of tears could lead to the development of new and more effective treatments for eye diseases in both animals and humans. By studying the mechanisms behind tear production and secretion, researchers are gaining insights into the factors that contribute to dry eye disease and other conditions that affect the health of the eye. Additionally, understanding how environmental stressors impact tear composition could lead to the development of new strategies for protecting animals and humans from the harmful effects of pollution and other environmental toxins. Furthermore, advancements in non-invasive monitoring techniques using tears could revolutionize the way we approach animal conservation. By analyzing the stress levels and overall health of animals in the wild through their tears, researchers could gain valuable insights into their well-being without disturbing them or their habitat. This could be particularly useful for monitoring endangered species or animals in remote locations. So the next time you see a dog, cat, bird, or any other animal shedding tears, remember that there's more to those glistening droplets than meets the eye. Each tear is a tiny window into the animal's world, offering valuable insights into their physiology, behavior, and overall well-being. By shedding light on the mysteries of animal tears, we can deepen our connection with the natural world and appreciate the intricate communication that surrounds us every day. Did you find this video insightful or educational? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and share for more fascinating content. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.